So I thought I'd post a random video about my childhood. I was just thinking about this today, and I don't know. In retrospect, I think it's just hilarious. Um, when I was a child, I basically grew up in super radical poverty. One point, I lived in with my parents. I lived in somebody's garage. Well, anyhow, this story takes place in one of the local trailer parks that I lived in. Um, as a child, we were uber poor, so all the toys I'd get would be from thrift stores. And this particular time, the troll dolls were all the rage, and they had the male troll dolls and the female troll dolls or whatever, the dolls that were sold to boys and dolls that were sold to girls. At this particular thrift store, they had one of the troll dolls that was sold to girls, and it was reasonably cheap. So I was like, you know what? I want a troll doll. So I got a troll doll. And it was like 75 cents or something like that. And I sat the troll doll on the side of my bed and looked at it, and I'm just like, wow, that thing has really weird hair. Didn't think anything of it after that. So I go to sleep. I wake up the next morning with claw marks all over my body, and the troll doll is nowhere to be found. So naturally, as a child, I just assumed, well, crap, the troll doll came alive and decided to try to rip me apart. So I ran through my room trying to find a troll doll. I was like, well, it's got to be here somewhere. It's got to be here somewhere. And I couldn't find it. Couldn't find it. It freaked me out. So I was like, oh boy, I got a possessed troll doll. Well, I went back, the next night I went back to sleep. Again, I woke up with claw marks on my body. At this point, I was pretty much freaking out. So I decided I better tell my parents. I told my mom, and she just kind of looked at me and just, that's ridiculous, but let's check your room. And so she goes in there and checks my room. And she found, basically rodent droppings throughout my bed and throughout my room. Apparently, some mice or something decided to make my room their home and enjoyed coming out at night and clawing away at me, which apparently didn't wake me up. Um, huh. Well, needless to say, she purchased traps and such and got rid of the rodents. But as a child, I was still convinced that damn troll doll was trying to get me. So I stationed my GI Joes around my bed, armed them to the teeth, thinking they'll be able to protect me from the troll doll. And I went to sleep. Now, of course, the traps got the rodents, so I no longer woke up with claw marks. And at first, I was like, well, I bet it was the GI Joe dolls. Then I began wondering, as I was looking at my GI Joe dolls one night, as I had them stationed around my bed, those things have guns. What if they decided to turn on me like the troll doll did? So I devised a solution. I got my GI Joe dolls, put them in a box with my Cobra toys, and put them in a closet in a corner. My idea was they'd be too busy fighting each other to harm me. And wouldn't you know it, I didn't wake up with any claw marks or scratches. Or bullet wounds.